सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. We have been experiencing, enjoying the greatness attached to Varaha Avatar. In Varaha Avataram, we have been discussing how there was a Dvandva Yuddham between Hiranyaksa and Varaha. Bhagavan, like how a mother or father would happily, with a smile, receive a small blow from their children, Bhagavan too received from the gada held by Hiranyaksha and with his mushti, fist. What happened after that? Maha Chakram Smritva Sudarshana appeared. When Sudarshana appears, there can only be victory, triumph. Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana, Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana roars Vedanta Deshika. Here, Bhaṭṭatiri takes us through this journey. Bhavachakra Jyotishkanalavanipatena vidhute tato maya chakre vitata ghana roshandhamanasam garishtabhir mushti prakritibihi abhighnantamasuram karagrena svena shravana padamule niravadhihi. Bhaṭṭatiri says, Tataha Maya Chakre, when all those tricks that Hiranyaksha and Asura could perform or was performing came to an end, Vidhute Bhavat Chakra Jyotish Kana Lava Nipatena. When your Sudarshana appeared, one spark, one tiny spark, he says lava. Lava is a small. Jyotish Kana Lava. So one small spark that emanated from your Sudarshana Chakra was enough to get rid of all these Maya tricks that he showed. Jyotish Kana Lava Nipatena Tvam Svena Karagrena. With the help of your tight fist, you clenched your fist very hard. Niravadhihi Shravana Padamule Asuram. You gave a blow near his ear. Niravadhihi Shravana Padamule. Shravana Padam is ear. Shravana Padamule is this base of this ear. Mule Asuram. To that Asura you gave a blow. Vitata Ghana Roshandhamanasam. To this Asura, who was he? Ghana Roshandhamanasam, the one who was filled with anger, pride, arrogance. To him, Vitata Ghana Roshandhamanasam Abhighnantam, who was actually attacking you all this time. You quietly let him attack, like how the parents would let their children play with them. Abhighnantam Mushti Prakritibihi Garishtabihi. All this while this Asura was attacking you with various mushtis, with his fistfuls, he would clench and give you a blow. Now, in return, you gave him a blow near the Shravana Padamule, near the ear. Then what happens to him? Mahakaya soyam tava karasaroja pramatitho galadrakto vaktrad apatad rishibihi shlaghitahatihi tada tvam uddhama pramadabhara vidyoti hridaya munindraha sandrabhihi stutibhiranuvan adhvaratanum, says Bhaṭṭatiri. Saha ayam mahakayaha, this particular asura, this particular daitya, this particular Hiranyaksha, saha ayam mahakayaha, with a huge body, tava kara saroja pramathitaha, crushed with the blow from your lotus hand. See, Bhagavan's lotus hand is only known for blessing and compassion. But as parents, they have to take harsh decisions if the children do not walk on the path of dharma. Similarly, Bhagavan, whose dharmo vigrahavan, wanted to correct his adharmic son called as Hiranyaksha. So, tava kara saroja pramathitaha, with his lotus-like palms, gave him one blow. Galadraktaha vaktrat apatat. With that blow, what happened? Raktat, blood came gushing out of him. Shlaghita hatihi rishibhihi. For having slayed, then the sages came and started praising, because this man was tormenting all the good people, the sattvic people, the rishis. So they all came and assembled at that place. Tada munindraha, then all those munis, mananashilaha, uddhama pramadabhara vidyoti hridaya, with their hearts brimming with joy. They were all filled with joy. Uddhama pramadabhara vidyoti bharaha. So their hearts were filled with joy. What did they do as a result of it? Anuvarnatvam adhvaratanum. They praised you because this man stopped them from performing any more yajnas. Sakshat Bhagavan, who receives the ahutis, has come and vanquishes the Rakshasa. So this particular asura who is killed, he says, Anuvarnatvam adhvaratanum. So the rishis started praising Bhagavan as the very embodiment of yajna. Stutibhihi, sandrabhihi. That too not with normal words, with words that are filled with extremely important meanings. So, stutibhihi, sandrabhihi. What did they praise Varaha Murti as? They say that he is an embodiment of yajna. How does he embody yajna in his body? Comes the next shloka. Tvachi chando romasu api kushaganas chakshushi ghritam chatur hotaro grau srugapi vadane chodara ida graha jikhvayam te parapurusha karne cha chamasa vibho somo viryam Varada Galadeshe Pyupasadaha. Hey Varada, the one who grants boons, legitimately those boons which are expected by the devotees. Hey Varada, Vibho, who's Sarvavyapi, who's present everywhere. Parapurusha, the one who is the most supreme, the one who doesn't have an equal, the one who doesn't have somebody superior or greater than him. Hey Parapurusha, hey Vibho, hey Varada, Chandaha te Tvachi. This particular skin that we see on you, hey Varaha Murti, Chandahate, this is the Chandas which we all celebrate as a Vedangam. Next, Kusha Ganaha Api Romasu, the hair that has grown all over your Varaha body is nothing but Kusha Ganaha, the bunch of Kusha Darbha grass that is deemed very, very pure, sacrosanct, extremely pavitram by all the rishis. So he says the hair is nothing but kusha grass. Kusha ganaha api romasu. Ghritam chakshushi. That particular ghritam, that clarified butter, ghee that we use, primarily use and only use in that yajnam is nothing but chakshushi, your eyes. Next, chatur hotaraha angrau. So he talks about chatur hotaram. Adhvaryu, Brahma, Hotri, Udgata. Udgata does the Samaganam. So one is a Ritvik, Brahma supervises. All these four people who are involved in performing the yajna are Chatur Hotaraha Angrau. You have got 4 feet, 4 limbs. They are representative of that. Sirk Api Vadane. that sruk, that ladle which is used to pour the ghee, that particular sruk, api, vadane is your face. Next, ida cha udare, that particular vessel which is used to keep that particular ahuti patram. When we do it as a yajnam, that particular ida, cha udare, your stomach is that ida. Grahaha jihvayam, that particular vessel of soma juice is that soma rasam is your tongue. So he says grahaha jihvayam chamasaha cha karne. Your ears are nothing but those vessels in which the soma rasam is consumed. So he says chamasaha cha karne. Upasadaha api gala deshe, your neck is upasad. So he talks about this particular yagam, which in itself is upasad, because that yaga is through the medium with which we give it to the devas. So this neck is the one that gives us ahuti to the stomach. So he compares the neck of Varaha Murti to upasad, the yagam. Somaha viryam, your very viryam, your shakti is that particular somarasam. So somarasam, then the yajnam, which is the neck, then there is an ida, there is a sruk, there is a kushagras, then there is a skin that is representative of all the Vedic meters, and then there is butter, clarified butter ghee which is seen in his eyes. All these comparisons are made with respect to the yajna. So he is called Yajnamurti, Varaha Murti. So when you have darshanam of Varaha in any kshetram, Bhaṭṭatiri must have had darshanam of Varaha very close to Guruvayur in a place called Panniyur. In Tamil Nadu there are various places. There is one near Mahabalipuram called as Thiruvidandai, another place called Valavendai. There is another place, very famous place called Srimushnam. There is a kshetram for Varaha in Karnataka, southern Karnataka, called Kalahalli. So, Varaha, if you go to Tirumala, Tirupati, it is Varaha Murti atop the hill. It is Varaha Kshetram. So, Varaha Simhachalam. You have got Varaha Narasimha. You have got a Varaha Krodha Sannidhi within Ahobilam itself. So, Varaha is respected so much. Then comes the final shloka. Munindrairithyadistavana mukharair modita mana mahiyasya murtya vimalatara kirtya chavilasan Swadhishyam sampraptaha sukharasa vihari madhuripo nirundhya rogam me sakalamapi vatalayapate. Hey Madhuripo, the one who is the enemy of Madhu. There were two asuras born from the earwax, says Devi Bhagavatam. Born from the droplets of water, says Sri Mahabharatam. One was very soft, mridu, so Madhu. The one was Kathora, so he was Kaitava. So Bhagavan killed both the asuras by placing them on his very lap. Striratna Karanam Upapatta Tritiya Varnam Daityendra Veera Shayanam Daitopadhanam. He ensured that he crushed them and got the Medas and applied it to Mother Earth to make her Medini. Here he says, Hey Madhuripo, the one who vanquished Madhu, Modita Manaha Munindraihi. Because you ended up vanquishing Hiranyaksa who stopped the yajnas, because of seeing you who is the personification of the yajnas, Modita Manaha Munindraihi. The Munindraihi, all the Munis, Modita Manaha, were very happy, were extremely happy, they were gladdened. Ityadi Stavana Mukharaihi. As a result of which they kept on praising you. So you Stuti Stotarana Priyaha, you kept receiving those praises. Vilasan Mahiyasya Murtya. With that mighty form that was resplendent like 1,000 suns smelted and put together, you shone. Vilasan Mahiyasya Murtya Cha Bimalatara Kirtya. Just because you have killed him, it doesn't mean there will be a case filed against you near the closest police station. Bimalatara, you are beyond all those doshams that we see on this earth. Cha Vimalatara Kirtya, your kirti, your fame will never acquire any dosham. Tvam sampraptaha swadhishyan, thereby having vanquished Hiranyaksha, thereby restoring peace and harmony, thereby receiving the praise that you are the very embodiment of yajna from the Munis, you went back to your abode. Tvam sampraptaha swadhishyan. Sukharasa vihari, living and revealing your very own bliss, that anandam. Vatalayapate nirundhyaha. Vatalayapate, the one who retired to your own abode. your own Dhama is none but you, Krishna. He Vatalayapate, He Krishna who lives in Guruvayur, He Guruvayurappa, Nirundhyaha, thereby help eradicate, annihilate my Sakalam me Rogam Api. Let all my ailments, let the body sufferings that I undergo, let them get eradicated. Concludes Bhaṭṭatiri in this particular Dashakam that describes the greatness of Varaha Murti.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते. नारायण 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 नारायण.